imagine a country.
Yeah.
Okay. Smaller than New Jersey, but sitting on some of the richest oil reserves anywhere on Earth. I mean, this isn't just about being wealthy. It's a story of, like, extremes.
Mm-hmm.
And these extremes shape pretty much everything about the nation.
Yeah.
So today, we're doing a deep dive into Kuwait. It's a place that's carved out a really, really unique path.
It really has.
Our mission. Let's try and unpack how it got here, what's daily life like, and maybe what the future holds for a place juggling these fascinating contradictions.
And what's so compelling about Kuwait, like right from the start, is how different its economic situation is.
Right.
I mean, we're talking about Kuwaiti dinar. It's not just strong. It's literally the strongest currency globally.
Wow.
And for Kuwaiti citizens, zero income tax. That's not just a fun fact. It's fundamental. It shapes everything.
That is a crucial point. It really sets the scene, doesn't it? Because before all the oil money, Kuwait's early days were mostly about pearl diving and vital trade routes in the region.
Right. Very different economy.
Totally. But then, boom, 1938, they find these massive oil fields. And that just fundamentally changes everything, transforms it into the powerhouse we sort of know today.
Right.
This huge rapid shift eventually leads to full independence from Britain in '61. And then, famously, you have the Iraqi invasion, the Gulf War in 1991, and the liberation.
Yeah, that period was defining.
Absolutely. It really baked in this sense of national resilience, but also its strategic importance,
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, it's so clear how profoundly oil shaped not just the economy, but the whole social fabric.
Exactly.
All that petroleum wealth. It props up that unique financial system, allows for that incredibly strong dinar, and funds a really robust welfare state.
So things like healthcare, education.
Comprehensive free healthcare, free education, and like you said, no income tax for citizens. It's quite something.
Yeah.
But it does create this reliance, on state jobs, state funding, which, okay, it provides an amazing quality of life. But it also makes it challenging to really grow a dynamic private sector, to innovate beyond oil. That's the flip side.
So, okay, what does all this actually mean for, like, the average person living in Kuwait day to day?
Well, it's this fascinating blend, right? Deep traditions alongside hyper-modernity.
And the demographics are pretty wild, too, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You might be surprised. Something like 70% of the people living there are expatriates.
70%.
Yeah, it's a huge number. And that shapes everything, daily interactions, the job market, the culture itself.
Wow.
It makes for a really dynamic society, lots of different communities living side by side. But it also brings up questions about, national identity, integration.
Makes sense. And if someone's curious about the local culture, what should they try, food-wise?
Oh, you definitely have to try makbuz. It's this amazing fragrant rice dish, usually with meat or fish.
Sounds good.
And for dessert, gürzel gali. It's a saffron and cardamom cake. Really lovely, a local favorite.
Okay, I'm hungry now. But this mix you mentioned, tradition and modernity,
yeah.
How does that play out in, say, society evolving?
Yeah, that's particularly clear when you look at things like women's rights. They got the vote back in 2005, which was significant.
Right.
But it's more than just voting. It's part of this careful balancing act, trying to preserve deeply held cultural norms, Islamic principles, while also embracing progress.
So expanding opportunities for women.
Exactly. In different jobs, different sectors. But it's a complex dance, pushing forward, but also honoring that heritage.
And looking ahead, politically, it's a constitutional monarchy, right? Power shared between the ruling family and an elected assembly.
That's right, the National Assembly. It creates its own distinct political dynamic.
Okay.
But like a lot of oil-rich nations, the biggest challenge really is looking beyond petroleum.
Diversification.
Exactly. There's this big push called Vision 2035. It's their roadmap to try and shift the economy away from being so reliant on oil.
So what are they looking at?
Things like logistics, renewable energy, maybe even tourism, trying to leverage their location and their financial clout to create jobs, especially for young people, outside that oil sector.
Makes sense. And relationships with neighbors like Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Iran must be constantly shifting, too.
Constantly evolving, yeah. That directly shapes their stability and, their future role in the region. It's complex.
So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, it's really clear Kuwait's had this incredible journey. Economic powerhouse, unique society, big future goals.
Definitely.
And like we said, it's a land of fascinating extremes, which brings us to something really interesting.
Yeah, it raises this important question, I think. What does it actually take for a nation that's so defined by one single powerful resource, oil, in this case? What does it take to successfully diversify, to adapt for the next 100 years, especially when that means rethinking the very basis of your economy and your social contract?
That is a huge question, and one that echoes way beyond Kuwait, really.
Exactly.
And look, to leave you with one last kind of mind-blowing fact from our sources, one that really hammers home this land of extremes idea.
Okay.
Kuwait actually holds one of the world's hottest ever recorded temperatures.
That out. How hot?
A staggering 53.9 degrees Celsius. That's 129 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow. That is extreme.
Right. It's a place where even the natural elements are as intense as its economic story. Anyway, we hope this deep dive gave you some fresh perspectives on a place you might have thought you knew.